We also got a little bit of clarity on where Jon Jones is going to go from here, who's next for Reyes. Now, we all kind of agreed that it should be Reyes anyway. Undefeated. What is he, 12-0 now with 11 finishes? Something crazy. He's young. He's huge. I mean, he checks some boxes. When you start to get, okay, who's it going to be to beat Jon Jones? You know, Jon Jones is so tall and he's so long. Well, so's Reyes. Reyes is as tall as Jon Jones and maybe not quite as long, but you see where that starts to check off that box. And then, you know, Jon Jones was very famous for a while for being the youngest champion in UFC history. Well, time has gone by. He's not so young anymore. Reyes is now younger than Jon. It was a meaningful amount of time before Jon fought anybody younger than him just because he was so young. So now all of a sudden, you can check that box too. The fight just starts to get very interesting. I also do think as we look at that division, I think it's pretty clear that it's Dominick. One thing that Dominick did that intrigued me for this match, right? When I'm watching Dominick fight Chris Weidman, I'm watching for something within that match to show me that he would have a chance against Jon Jones. And I got that moment, and it wasn't his power that Weidman felt. I've seen Dominick's power. I'm sold on that. What surprised me and impressed me the most, if you go back and you watch his match and his contest with Chris Weidman, was the takedown. Weidman got him down, but he could not keep him there. Weidman got deep in on a double leg at another point. Perfect position, hands in perfect position, shoulder where it should be, ear on the side, exact perfect position. And Reyes started to stumble, but he didn't actually go down. He backed up and backed up. He kept his balance. He hit that fence. He scrambled a little bit. He got his hands inside, pulled Weidman up, and stopped that shot. And that's relevant to me because Jon Jones's takedowns are fantastic, but Jon Jones's ground and pound, he never gets enough credit for it. He's such a creative striker and kickboxer. That ends up being what he gets recognized the most for. Jon Jones's ground and pound, the elbow strikes he can do from the advancement of position, the threatening of submissions. He is so busy. He is so annoying to his opponents he's bothering you. At all times, he's bothering you. Boom, he elbows you in the head as he pushes your knee down, and now you've only got half guard. I mean, he's constantly doing something. So I would like to see a guy who I could at least make believe could make Jon work for that takedown, or maybe even not give him the takedown. And now you got more of a kickboxing fight where you can start to break this thing down a little bit easier. I think it's just a better sell to create an imagination in the fan's mind and the viewer, in the customer's mind, that perhaps we're going to get some minutes here. Perhaps this is the guy. And while we try that time and time again, we've never found that guy. We've only found a couple of guys that were even close to being that guy. But I do think if you take a good look at that Reyes versus Weidman fight, you're going to see some skills in Reyes that when you juxtapose that against the offense that Jon Jones is known to put out, I think it gets more and more believable. And I do think Reyes is the right opponent.
Uncle Chael, there's no bad guy like Uncle Chael. Never lost,